Hello. Let's see. Think I need a new, what is it called? Transition thing, because that one's old. That one's very old. I need a new transition thing. Maybe when I get the upgrade. Maybe when I get the funky little upgrade. Hi, like, maybe. I gotta think of a cool one. Because, like, a cool one for this one would be, like, T or something, but, they're expensive. Those animations, ooh, they're expensive. So is on a copy of Minecraft or getting a Dolphins? Love Mount. Well, Martaz, welcome to Scuffarius. Welcome in. Hello, Dolphins. 1v1. 1v1, bro, is now retro old. Is it? Is retro? Oopsie? What do you mean, oopsie? Hello? Also, your picture is adorable. Why is it a cat in a loaf of bread? Hello? Hello? Why is the cat in bread? Literally, in a slice of bread. Hello, Biotech. Good morning. We have lots and lots of content this morning. Traitor was like, you're watching 4 videos. And I was like, ugh. So hopefully they do well. Hopefully you guys are entertained. Hopefully I'm just not like, hog. I still think the funniest comment on the last video that was uploaded, it was like, I love how it's a moment of silence during the entire skit. And then you pause to say, wait a minute, I say son of a biscuit. I should pin that message. That was a banger comment. Cat said give breb, so they gave breb. Oh, what's on the market? We have a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys ahead of time. A little taste. So we have every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. I don't know much about the Space Marines. I've heard stuff. That's funky. I think. I don't think they're good guys. But at this point, I don't think there's really any good guys except the big E in Warhammer. That's what I'm starting to think. That's what I'm starting. The Lorax guy. He's like the only good guy, and even then, like, not really. Then we have some more Pars. We have some more Pars compilation. I don't know how long this is because it's a bunch of shorts. None of them in 40k is good. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to learn. Like, it's like the lesser of 2 evils, but it's like not even. It's like this one's evil and this one's also evil, just in a different way evil. Especially the Emperor, yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to learn that. I learned that really fast. Then we have the Speech of Sanguinius. I know this is a thing. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna try my best. The image looks sick. It's a nice set of wings, but that's all I got. The lesser of 2 absolutely massive evils, pretty much. 40k, more parts, and D&D. Yeah, and the last one is the Avantris. Avantris, which is a D&D thing. I'm not really too sure. And that one's 11 minutes, so I don't know. I don't know. That's going in the book, huh? No, because it's like a bunch of like little like okay. Alright, I gotta go to a live viewing. I'll be here to correct most info, and yes, there's good. I'm human, so to me, humanity are the good guys. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't know what's real, what's not real. I know things have changed over time in Warhammer. It's been funky, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about Warhammer. I just know the memes, because the memes are funny to me. And that's how I learn things, because if I can laugh at it, I'll remember it. For the most part. Sometimes, my brain is still funky. I'm Big E and I speak for the trees. No, but he speaks for the people. Kind of. It's a load-bearing evil. We can't take it down. They're like, we could fight you, but, they're people, but overall every faction to flavor evil. Yeah. You're like, oh, this person, you know, deletes people, but this person, you know, stabs people in the back, and this person is just 10 levels more horrible because they steal the souls and make people suffer for eternity. So it's like, oh, okay. Wow, lady, you need some sleep. One day I'll get sleep. The dark circles. Yeah, I'm freaking tired, man. That's what happens. Okay, here's the thing though. I usually sleep pretty well. I have a newborn. So yeah, not sleeping so much. Not for a while. Not for a while. Humans are in fact not the good guys. You're everyone in the good guy, their own perspective, except the Drukhari keg. No, the Skaven are the I can't even say it with a real face. Skaven are not good people. Do I have a tail? You know what? I do, but I will do this. very quickly because chat normally doesn't see the tail. But chat did his little treat, little treat. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's my tail, chat. Can't wait to get Erebus, the very huggy boy. He's the great prime of the Salamanders. Oh, God. See, I'm gonna forget all this stuff. Tail! Skaven aren't good people, they're good rats. You know what, Wisdom? You're so real. Tail is bigger. Tail is the same length as my legs. Ready? Hold on, check this out. See? I just have really long legs. So, you see, it's just the length of my legs. That's it. That's really it. Fluffy. Yeah, I forget that most people don't see the bottom half of the model all the time, so it's good to show it off. I mean, eventually, excuse me for the coughing, I do not have a humidifier out here. 65% legs minimum, true. And yet small enough to fit in a jar, hello? I don't have a jar toggle, Tetra does on our chibi. Tetra does. You like biting tails? Okay, banned. No, don't say that because you will be banned. That's weird. That's weird. Don't say that. Yeah, banned. So I forgot that at bottom half. Yeah, to be fair, I feel like a lot of people just pay for like a waist up of their model, which kind of makes sense because you save a lot of money and then like even with rigging and stuff. But at the same time, like if you get art, you can only get it from waist up, which would also save money too. For funny context, texture shrimps for the lion does not like Magnus. Okay, I know that part. I know that part. I know the lion man, which makes sense because Tetra's a lion. But is it like thirst in like the same way for like Leon from Resident Evil currently? Because like then I understand. I feel like I've seen him though. I feel like I've seen him. Get him, dolphins. Kerchow! But yeah. Okay, so we're pretty much gonna get started right away because this one is 42 minutes, and then we have a compilation of more parts, and this one's 8 minutes, and that one's 11 minutes. So we got a lot of stuff. Tywin Lannister thirst. Okay, well, see, I don't think Tywin Lannister does it for me. He's all right. Like Leon's a beautiful man. Jared Butler is a beautiful man. One's fictional, one's real, but still. Wait until you hear about the Blood Angels and the beloved glorious Hawkboy Sanguinius. I've heard about Blood Angels. A little bit, kind of. I feel like, does Cell like the Blood Angels? Maybe. Hi, Dawn. Bye, Dawn. All you need to know is the line's the bestest ever. The rest are adopted little poop heads that don't matter. That's great. I apologize for the cats in the background. Apparently they decided I want to have the zoomies. So that's cool. Okay, let me just set this up super quick. Okay. Do this. Let me just do this really quick. Sorry chatters, sorry gamers. I forgot to do this. Also, what the fuck? Was that just now? I was just checking my email. Was that just now? Kite, I don't have the notifications on for Throne. Hello? Hello? Kite? Hello? Thank you? I saw what you did. Cats get zoomies, it happens. Yeah, at least they're really cute, you know what I mean? It's Shortcake and it's Dawn. The lion is the one the Emperor sent when he wanted a problem to disappear, so the lion was a bit of a hard-nosed jerk in the heresy. He's a little bit better in modern 40k since he came back. Oh. Also, his model is epic. Yeah, I feel like Tetra has shown that one to me, and I was like, oh, that is pretty cool. We are the magpies of the battlefield. Oh, no. I understood that reference. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's move on over. I have to unmute the desktop audio. Move over here. Hopefully Walter isn't in the way.
To the people.
Not yet. So, is that really loud?
People on the internet.
I know you don't see it, but is that really loud? Also, I'm letting you guys know in advance, I am gonna not show the advertisements. hold on, maybe I should I'm not going to show the advertisements if it's an energy drink because I'm partnered with a different energy drink and I'm pretty sure I can't promote other ones. But yeah, now volume's good. Really? It sounds super loud. Oh my god. Okay. Doesn't touch off 2 lines due to shipping error. You know what? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's not bolted down, it's ours. Oh my god. All right, well, let's so like just that forewarning. So this is okay, can I start the video? Can I start? Okay. Every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. Have I watched anything about the Space Marines yet? I don't think so. They were briefly mentioned in the last video that we watched. But that was it. Yeah, if it's an energy drink, I just have to skip it because I'm contract. So if you see me skip that, that's why. It's not because I don't want to support Bricky. If you want to use Bricky's code, that's fine by me. You can go watch the original video, use his code, fine by me, no sweat. It's just because I'm partnered with someone else. You can press 0 to start a video from the start. What, really? I'm afraid. Oh my god, you're right. Poggers. Okay. Besides the last video, no. Yeah, and they were mentioned very, very briefly. My knowledge on the Space Marines is like 2 minutes. Hi, Taka. It's gonna be interesting to see the Blood Ravens and the Dark Angels interact with some Dark Angel relics currently in the Blood Ravens warehouse. I don't even know about any of them. I'm gonna be real. All my knowledge is stored on Skaven and Tomb Kings on the fantasy portion, and then a little bit on the last one. A little bit. It's a brief mention. Yeah, I was gonna say it's very, very minimal. I have like a 1 sentence to describe them, and I'm not even sure about that. Okay, but with that, let's get started.
To the people on the internet.
Yes.
The time has come. The reckoning begins. Ya boy.
Okay, I gotta skip this. But again, if you would like to use his code, please support him. I just can't show this because I'm partnered with someone else. I'm Gomena, sorry. Please use his code if you want to support him. There we go.
In the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the skull of...
What did I miss? Hold up. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Okay, I guess it's pretty much the intro. Okay. Oh god. Okay.
Hello, everybody. By punishment for falling asleep stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium.
Did I miss anything? There's like 4 seconds in the intro that... Okay, wait, no. See, if you want to support him, there's his stuff. There's his stuff. If you want to support Bricky, there's his stuff. I could show this. That's fine. Support him.
Everybody, my name is Bricky, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video.
That's the one I watched, right?
Firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40K, they think Space Marines, but there
I think the number 40,000, but go on.
are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer.
Oh, I watched the timeline one. Okay, because I kind of talked about them a little bit. Okay, it's disclaimer. Okay, I'm sorry.
Like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamanders Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that. Mostly.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1 million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead.
Are the refrigerators strapped to them so they could hide snacks in them? Because that seems kind of nice. I have a mini fridge in my room. It's where I store my snacks. I'm assuming it's to preserve the organs, but I like to think that they store little snacks in them instead.
Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically...
That's a lie. My dad's very cool. Thank you very much.
basically an even bigger space marine that was forged in a lab by the god emperor of mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of space marines, who are their sons, not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if Jagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast, then his sons, the Space Marines, also want to go really, really fast.
That's pretty convenient. So like if I want to be just like a superhero, I could just be like, yeah, I want to pass that down to my daughter. That would be sick. Imagine be like, I want her to be like really good at oil painting, right? Because I'm pretty good. I'm just gonna pass that right down. Pog.
I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first legion.
The Dark Angels! Okay, I'm learning about them here. The passing down part isn't a pleasant experience. You don't just give them a high five and it's like, psh, now you can paint, child. Be free. Dang, it's kind of sad. Of course it's not an easy process, because why would anything be simple and convenient? You know what I mean? I'm starting to think they just hate each other in Warhammer.
We're knights of the round table, we dance where we're able.
Dark Angels. Allegiance? Loyal. Primarch Lion L. Johnson.
Lion guy.
A duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are
Real for that. I'm also paranoid.
First Legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Lion L. Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make
What's happening? The gene seed can actually override the base genes of a Space Marine, for example. What? One of the Space Marines from the second Space Marine game is of Asian descent but developed the blonde hair and blue eyes of his Primarch? You could take physical traits too? That's terrifying. What? Do they explain that more in here? Because I'm curious. Okay. I'm sure it's not a happy process, but I'm curious how that happens. They have the super chat mythic. What the? See, that's the most interesting part right now that I got. Like, how do they pass that down? Because it's the same Space Marine. Okay, Space Marine. So, but we're on Dark Angels right now, right? I'm trying to follow it. I'm trying to absorb it. I apologize. I'm just very slow process. Basically gives you a third parent. Okay, but you need two parents though, right? Or is it just like, was it meiosis? Where you just like split the cell? I'm not a science major, obviously.
Sure, you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The One Piece.
Okay, all right, so, all right, so within the Dark Angels, there's separate factions is the word? Areas? Groups? Okay, you got, it's an organ that's added to the Space Marines' body that changes their genetics. The gene seed is a special organ they put in you. It starts overriding some of your genes with your new Primarch's dad genes. Two parents birth you and they just slap it on? Gene seed overrides the normal genetics, so it will forcefully make the Space Marine look like their Primarch a bit and get personal traits. That's funky. What the? How'd they figure that out? They're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, guess what, now you look like me. I've adopted you, and now you must look like me. You're forced to. Well, are they forced to? Or are they kind of just like, yeah, I've accepted this role. Also, thank you for the super chat, really, thank you. There's 6 wings. This is a lot of information. Some of the Dark Angels split into different companies specializing in different jobs. Okay, so it's not just like, I'm trying to have the best way to do this, or explain it. So it's kind of like a city that's, or a state that's split into cities. Okay, kind of? I think it's the best way I can explain it. Or like an office, and within the office is different sections. Organization is based on the current iteration, which are chapters smaller than legions, since all Loyalist legions are reorganized. Okay. Okay, it was unintentional. It happens that the Space Marines grow up after being implanted. Oh! Oh, so they don't, but are they aware it's gonna happen at some point? They're like, oh yeah, I'm joining the Space Marines, and then like, I know it might change at some point based on who I'm supporting. Like how the Raven Guard turned pale and black hair. Oh, I didn't even know they turn. Okay. Thank you for the, thank you again for the super chat, really. Thank you. Okay, so, I was wondering why they all kind of look the same. That would kind of make sense. They're where it might happen. Okay, it's like the Army, Navy, Air Force split, they specialize. Oh, okay. That's even better explanation. Thank you. Okay. Becoming Space Marine is something a lot of people want to do, but if you deny the honor, you'll probably be executed. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, poggers. All right, yeah. So, hey, you don't want to join in? Deletion. Just, that's, you know, I shouldn't be surprised at Warhammer at this point, but here we are. Here we are.
The One Piece is real.
Our second legion is a special one.
If you can
Guys, I think it is special.
see, the numbers all go to 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, Traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim. A perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snaky snake. And the single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of
I feel like I'm being whiplash right here.
perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their
Pink, I'm listening. Becoming Space Marine isn't really an option. Oh, frick. If they want you, they will take you and put you through the trials. If you don't, death. So you just have to pretend like you're not good at anything, right? Because that's like, because if you're really skilled at something, they're going to take you, I guess. Also, thank you for the super chat again, really. Thank you. So I just said these guys look cool, then she heard the lore. I just like the color pinky purple. Like, that's a nice, I mean, it's more purple in my eyes, I guess, like, towards the front, but it's more pink towards the back end. But I like pink and purple. Oh, okay. Sorry for the hiccup. My screen just froze. Okay, we're back.
ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold
I thought it was a gun, not a ship. My bad.
statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the
He's aight.
features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the fucking guy. Which is why this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of chaos. Yes, Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one. One devoted to, you guessed it, Slanesh, the Prince of
0 out of 10. Anyway,
pleasure, god of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slanesh's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound. And they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war.
So they're crazy. Okay, they took some of the little crazy juice. Okay. Sadly, some Marines take anything. One chapter steals women to have their servants provide Marines with those taken women. Oh no! Why do they do this? Why can't it just all be like rainbows and sunshine? What the French told? They're like, you know what? I'm gonna this is gonna sound crazy, and I'm gonna make it worse. Lamau. Like what? Hello? So thank you for the super chat again. Really, thank you. Yeah, I'm not vibing with these guys. I thought I had it in because I was like, ooh, I like pink and purple. Pink and purple armor, let's go. And now I'm like, awkwardly scratch his head. Yeah, it's so great.
Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now.
Nah, still not vibing with it.
Demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at a concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it, and you dial it, and you twist it, and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's children.
Yeah, I don't like them. They had me at they had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. They had me in the first half, and then they lost me the second I learned about them. Yeah, is that how most people view it? Yeah, very bad people. Yeah, this is not how you say daijobu. You know what I mean? Kind of not good. Okay.
God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance, Traitor. Primarch, Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter, coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable.
I was gonna say, he sounds a little jealous. Like, not even proud of his siblings' accomplishments. Someone's a little salty.
Why? Because he's competent. The Horus heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus heresy. Intermission. So Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real.
They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah. So Iron Warriors, the Horus heresy wouldn't.
So it wasn't a good time. I could have guessed that one. Okay.
Have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This
banger place to pause. Yeah, I was like, I want to summon and then he was like, and then you shred them. So like, this is, I don't think they're very happy. Sneaking suspicion, but I don't think they're really happy.
This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate Imperial Fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket.
Okay, also bad people, I don't like them either, okay?
I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai Khan. A speed demon, a plane strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from
So he's Sonic, okay?
Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are
Most normal so far, question mark?
known as the Laughing Killers because they ride
I take it back. Laughing killers. Oh, okay. They're okay.
into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and you consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skill.
So he's just not vocal about it. He's not loud and vocal. Okay, all right. Not like the other ones that are like, ha ha.
Skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on, and if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
Hydrate. Okay, he's a humble boy. I feel like still not great, of course. Still not great, but the most, in quotations, normal? Right? Because they're not, like, summoning demons and shredding them, and they're not, like, in complete suffering, pain, you know, like, or just, you know, like, pillaging and killing and, I don't know, snorting stuff. You know, like, kind of. Kinda is a pretty reasonable guy and was actually friends with a lot of the traitors, so he's really distraught by the heresy and fighting his brothers. Okay, he's a loyalist, so yeah, no demon. Yeah, he seems like the most... Sorry, that faction, not him. Because he's just the leader. They seem the most... normal as normal as normal can be in Warhammer. Yeah? Okay, Space Wolves! Please tell me there's actually... Wait, there actually is wolves. I see a wolf. Okay, Pog.
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, bitch.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Leman Russ. A Viking, a Savage, the Undertaker. Single word descriptor, wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
13 units? Is there 13 wolves?
The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a world with their Primarch, Leman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second...
Are they wolves?
Most like obvious what their shtick is Legion in the 20 legions besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do you see Viking?
Yeah, I see Viking. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay. Vikings with wolves, okay.
Vikings in space, you've done it. Congratulations, you have found Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an old-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human so they could get drunk. They have fangs.
I was kind of vibing there for a minute, where it was like, yeah, they like to drink, and I was like, yeah, I enjoy a drink socially. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can have like a glass of wine or a beer. That's totally cool. And then so they're doing that thing that like if you slowly consume poison over time, you become immune to it. But they do it to get a little wasted. You've done it. You're the first one I've understood in like 4 seconds. I'm so proud of myself. Laban Russ is kind of cool. He acts like a barbarian raider behind the scenes. He's actually really smart and caring about his men. I mean, he's a Viking. Vikings are very camaraderie type of thing. Well, because they can't get drunk. Well, implants filter alcohol. Uh-oh. Is 40k to expect anything to be normal, not over the top? Why? There are no wolves on Fenris. There were never wolves on Fenris. The only human colonists that were never found. What do you mean there's no wolves? I've heard that before, but it's real this time, right? Right? There's wolves, right? The super chat, I think there's wolves, right? There's wolves
In their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Yeah, sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge.
I don't like where this is going. Please don't tell me they cannibalize people because they gain the knowledge from the people that they eat. Please don't say that, Bricky. Please. Please don't say that where I think you're going to say.
Knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages. They're...
What did I just say? What did I just say, Bricky?
Raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. Leman Russ is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But
wait, all Marines can technically eat people? Wait, do they though? Technically, anyone can eat people, but like they all do, or because technically they can and they do are two totally different statements. They can, but do they? Yes, they do. Okay, they can. No, but they can. I could do a flip right now in my living room. Will I do it? No. Two different things. This is just like the battle of words, the semantics and all. To implant in them, not all. So they. But here's the thing. It technically. You mean they could be a cannibal and not get sick from it? Because technically anything with teeth could be a cannibal. Anything that can eat and digest. Not well, but technically anything can. War changes people. Yeah, like technically all of you could be cannibals. Doesn't mean you're gonna do it. Like this is a funky word thing. Part about gaining knowledge from eating them is something all Space Marines can do. Oh, from gaining knowledge. Okay. Because you're saying, like, oh, they all can be cannibals. Like, yes, technically, you know, they all can be cannibals. But gaining knowledge from them. So they actually do gain knowledge. I'll do it. Don't you dare. You stop that, Strider. You stop that right now. So you stop that right now. What did I just say? So the thing is, they can gain knowledge from it. So it's not just like, tee hee ha ha quirky. Because that's not really how it works. You don't eat things and gain the knowledge. As crazy it would be, like, oh, I eat broccoli and I gain the knowledge of, you know, they do it for the food, they do it for the knowledge. Okay, they don't do it for the food. Okay, that makes sense. Because the way you guys were saying it, it sounded like, oh yeah, they can be cannibals. It's like, well, yeah, technically anyone can be a cannibal. They do it for it's the knowledge from it. Okay. And to see a cow's life flashbacks, that's why I was like, hello? Yeah, imagine you eat a steak and you're like, wow, that cow lived a great life. Like, just grazing and pogging in the field. Ugh. The super traveling. Okay, so they gain the knowledge from it. Okay, all right, now, okay, all right.
Same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion.
Man, I wish I could crack my back like that. Okay.
To wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no.
Oh Lord. Okay, Vikings in space. Eats pizza. Now I can speak Italian. That's crazy. Okay, Vikings in space. They were interesting, but okay. Imperial Fists. Okay.
No choice. We have no choice. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn. A builder, a phalanx, and
Bob the Builder. Okay.
needs a hand. Single word descriptor, fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn, their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think
Phalanx is a Pokemon. Continue.
of when you think of duty. They love to
Haha, he said duty.
serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the
He can't lie?
basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that
Lack of humor or ability. So he doesn't like jokes and he can't lie. Vikings in space is cool, but how about Skaven in space? It's like you know me. That's exactly what I just want Skaven in space. Is that too much to ask for? Isn't that too much to ask for? He hates Alfarius. Oh. Well, he doesn't even try to lie. Well, lying is bad, okay? Lying is bad. I don't like lying either, so we have that in common. Hopefully he's not a terrible person. Yeah.
he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like
Oh, he's literally just blunt. Okay, yeah, you're right.
blunt, strong weapons. The Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys! Bring the thing! Where is he going?
Is that a tank? Oh.
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides of the same coin. One is just a bit more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having
Interesting. Did we miss get another? I don't think they knew how to use that tank. Sneaking suspicion. I don't think they knew how to use it properly. Okay, so still not really vibing with anyone yet. Still, let's see, Night Lords. Okay.
a very bad day. Today is one of the worst days.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. The Night Lords.
Sick armor. Okay.
Allegiance.
Morbius? Hold on, they kind of look like Morbius a little bit. Okay, hold on. please don't be another moment where I think the armor is super cool and then I find out about them and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be associated with anything and I can't believe I said I like them for 3 seconds. Please.
Heretic. Primarch Conrad Kurz, a sadist, a vigilante,
Man.
espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo, and their Primarch Conrad
Morbius. Sorry, he said his name wrong. I had to, yeah, it literally took 2 seconds. Had to do it to him, Lamau.
Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World, or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and
Bruh. But the worst? Why does this happen to me?
working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been...
Bruh. This is the worst one so far. Why? Why do all the cool armored ones terrible people?
lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Toss them out. No, toss them. Literally the worst. It gets worse. It's getting worse. Oh, okay.
Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods.
Wow.
Now, fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They run away often so they can come.
So they're just doing it for the love of the game. That's...
come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy, and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle, and the airlocks opened and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words, a legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them.
No, not my people. No, you take that back right now.
And you've got my favorite faction.
You have not done.
Wait, is he saying that about the Blood Angels or about the last one? Okay. Yeah, I don't like them. That's probably the last one on my list. I don't like hurting people. Why? Night Lords were his fave. Why? They're the worst kind. They're literally the worst kind of people. What? They're literally the worst.
The dishes for 5 years. So embarrassed when people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, Sanguinius. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor, blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a
Baal. Okay, so Sanguinius lives on Baal.
tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something
Hold up. Hold up.
An angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes.
So Horus killed him? Okay.
Death of their
Finally, we get one good guy, and it's like, haha, just kidding, Dej.
Primarch led the entire legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood.
Morbius?
As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there, at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight.
Because they want to fight Horus? Because that's who killed their leader? Oh, they morb? Hold up. Vampire faction. I do like vampires, but they don't seem like they're okay. Genetic PTSD. Yeah, I don't think yeah, valid crash out. Okay.
And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there, Horus. Kill him. That Tyranid Swarm, 1,000 Horuses.
Okay, but like, what if it is Horus?
Horai! Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster.
Okay, I'm kind of... Okay.
Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the...
Shh, guys, there was Horus right there. You just missed it. You what do you mean he's dead? Did you not just see Horus? He was right there. Like, come on. Hello, he was just there. Silly chat.
The Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are...
What happens to most eventually? A good portion of the Blood Angels are generally great people, Dante being a great example. I don't know, Blood Angels are kind of cool. Kind of like getting revenge because they killed your leader. That seems pretty legit. I would want to get revenge too. Yeah, it's not so bad. Thank you for the super chat, I think. It's not bad. It's kind of not bad. The red's nice. Okay, not the coolest armor, but it's okay.
A tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
Okay, so that one's my favorite so far. That's kind of cool. Minus, just... we shouldn't have to murder people, but they need blood, so I understand it's their food source. But, like, they're all Horus, so, like, come on. Are their hands iron?
We forgot to mention, we're gonna take your job away.
The Iron Hands. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word, Bionics. The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa and their Primarch, Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand.
I called it, Chad. He's got an iron hand. I knew it.
The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded Space Marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of
But I like my limbs.
different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also not...
Actually, the Blood Angels kill and eat hundreds of civilians before they get to the Black Rage to keep them fed. They kill innocent people often. Yeah, but it's like the smallest, like the least is the lesser of the evils, right? It's because they're all Horus. That's why. That's when they're all Horus. Thank you for the super chat, William. No, it's not. It's just they were Horus in disguise. They're not innocent. They were Horus. Trust.
Particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their flesh, civilians made of flesh, because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength.
Yeah, well, metal is rustable, so checkmate.
Of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
Understand?
Little quirky. Titanium doesn't rust. Your face doesn't rust. I got nothing. Well, you know, what if I put it into the world that they would rust? Okay, this is 40K we're talking about here. There could be a chance that the Skaven Skaven on in here. Nuts. Someone will come up with something so it can rust. Yeah.
Commander, I was never here.
Legion 11.
Was that Legion 11? Huh? Whatever rust can be replaced? Yeah, well... I got nothing. Fuck you. Yeah.
Why, hello there. I have returned from, touching grass.
Ew.
I know. I'm pretty cool with the grass touching. And now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
This ruffles my...
Okay. There are no Legions 2 or 11. Yeah, but why? Why? Just like New York City. Wait a minute. Do the World Eaters, sneaking suspicion, do they eat worlds? I know, bold prediction. Very bold. But let's see if I'm correct.
Hey, jammies!
Okay, so what's going on here?
I am the super sandwich!
The World Eaters. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron, a butcher.
Angron. I've heard this before. I've heard this. I've played these games before!
A slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you! Yeah, you! Are you
Me?
mad? Do you just
Kinda.
fucking hate everything? Do you
Not everything.
murder everything in sight?
No.
Get rewarded for doing so? Then you
No.
should join the World Eaters. Home planet of Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was
Oh my god, they renamed him Angron because he's so angry. Brilliant.
raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you...
Why would they do that? Is it because all they knew was anger? Because that's kind of messed up. Like, oh yeah, my dad just angry all the time. Yeah, I know it sounds super cool. I also want to be angry all the time. I don't... Doesn't seem like a positive trait. Like, my dad can build stuff, and I'm like, yeah, man, I wish I could build stuff. But, like, that's a little different than... Yeah, it sounds exhausting. He forced them to do it, not themselves? Oh. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Did he say that? Did I miss that part?
Sons wanting to be like their dad.
Yeah, wanting to be like their dad.
It caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you...
Yeah, I said they wanted to be like their dad.
have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger.
Okay, but what if you're angry and tired? Because you're tired. No, you're angry that you're tired. So does it work if it's...
Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly...
Corn!
A surprisingly sad legion that I actually screwed
No, they can't be sad. They're only angry. We learned this. They can't be sad.
up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are, but they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho
So they have rabies?
warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned, the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college.
I don't think I like them too much. Angron forced them. There was a mini civil war things between those who did it and those who didn't. Those who didn't got butchered. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Why they would be like, yeah, I want to be just like you, Dad. Angry all the time. That makes a lot more sense. The super chat really freak.
I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Oh. Ultramarines! Okay, so far I kind of like one of them, and they're still terrible.
It is. Hail Caesar. It's not done by sunrise. I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An Analyst.
Rabute Gilliman. Sounds like a pog name.
A Diplomat. A Blueberry Boy Scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see
Duty.
Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These are the blue Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines, the grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die, being forced to lead everything he once hated.
Sorry, Nightbot got you for one of the words. Sorry, William.
An Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Okay, I see what he meant by kind of non-offensive. I feel like I didn't really learn much there. Did you time plan to adapt this ridiculous video? We'll see. I'm not sure. Okay, so that was... now I know what the blueberries are. So that's cool. Ultra sad. Yeah, they're a little sad. You know, a little sad plain chicken. Okay. You know, alright. Death Guard. Do they guard the death? Yeah, they're a little vanilla. A little, I mean, I would say it's not even vanilla flavored. It's just like... I can't even... just nothing. Just, I mean, I feel like you would just cook chicken with nothing. Yeah, the whitest of white bread, yeah.
Oh, stinky. Funny poop. Poop funny. Woo.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Mortarion. A Reaper, a Poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor, rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarion. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Nurgle's involved. Okay.
decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them.
That's terrifying. Okay.
And look at Mortarion's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck. A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
For my next!
Okay, I don't like them. I don't like, no. Again, not good people. Yeah, just imagine slowly deleting someone because they smell really, really bad and you're just decaying. That's one way to go. Painfully and tortured, yeah.
Trick!
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
The Thousand Sons.
Is it 1,000 Suns?
Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red. A scholar. A
Magnus.
sorcerer. A fucking nerd. Single word descriptor.
Fucking nerd.
Magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change, most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong.
Guys, he said the line. Magnus did nothing wrong. He said it.
This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller.
I mean, he does look pretty cool. Magnus did nothing wrong. He was told to do nothing and he did it wrong. How do you do nothing wrong, though? How do you... Is it because he did something? Slave of the Super Chat, did he do something? He was told to do nothing, he did something. Oh, he did something. Okay, I was right! Stallings! What, can I ask what he did, or is that coming up? Do they explain it? He was told not to do magic, he did magic. Oh! He didn't do nothing. That's a funny way of saying it. By doing something. Okay, so he did... Told not to do magic. Okay, alright. He tried Skyping Big E while he was working on the car and blew it up. Wow. Well, RIP 07.
The Thousand Sons are for you.
You fucking ass!
Okay, so that one... okay.
asshole! There's no way. You're a fucking cheater.
You're such a sore loser.
You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo!
The
Nintendo?
Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves,
Wait a minute. We hate Horus here.
or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord.
Hey, I found him. Check at him.
A treasured friend.
No, he's not a friend. He's not friend-shaped.
Or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because...
Good.
Well... They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all four gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind. As the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello.
Okay. And, well, Horus was in it, so 0 out of 10. Original menu is notorious. The arms falling off. Their arms fell off, huh? He died a hero. He's no hero. He was never a hero. Frick Horus.
A moment to talk about our Lord and Savior,
Do they bear the world, Lamau?
Jesus Christ.
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The Word Bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Lorgar Aurelian, a preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy. Single word descriptor, zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the Word Bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis. Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he razed their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that?
Yeah, that'd be kind of a little upsetting. That's kind of crazy. We're worshiping you. Nah, I don't think so. Destroys everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said no religion ever. Okay.
Do to your head. But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The Word Bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The Word Bearers know.
So you can summon friends?
This. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith, is a reality. It is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
Dear sir.
Okay. Honestly, pretty interesting. That was interesting. Yes, friends. Guys, they're friend shaped. Come on. Come on, guys. That was okay. That was interesting. If my friends are demon, well, I mean, they're just a little quirky. Okay, so this is what everyone's been talking about, the Salamanders. Like, you're right, you're gonna like the Salamanders. So let's see. I have two factions or legions that I'm kind of like, okay.
Stroke, madam. Fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Help me!
The Salamanders. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan. A Forge Master. A Behemoth. A very huggy boy. Single word descriptor.
I don't like hugs. Not starting off well. Not starting off well.
Fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan...
I thought he was going to say they're really tall. A bit of hard irony. The old Bible logo wrote about the emperors, but the Imperium currently uses as holy text. That is kind of ironic. What the? Why would they? Did they not know? Let's thank you for the super chat, Mythic.
He is an enormous slab of beef, by far.
He's built like a beef Wellington?
The largest of all the Primarchs. However, don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other...
Yeah, it's kind of like me. I just give off very big presence. So, you know, a lot of people just are in my direction and are like, it's a tough life out here.
Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine.
Wholesome.
They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines,
fire's pretty cool. Don't fall for the trap. You're right. Yeah, but they're good people. They help children. Right? Right?
Salamanders are for you.
They couldn't do, unless you're not human. Nicer, not nice. Man. They burn children? Okay, they help human children. Okay, but man, they could have just helped people. Like anyone in need. That would have been like, that would have been super cool. They burn Eldar children alive. What the French toast? Well, I mean, okay, well that's not cool. It's not cool. Stop. You should be helping people. You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Again, part 7.
Sneak attack! Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Corvus Corax. A raven, a shadow, an industrial dance DJ.
Yo, he does music? Thing is, all legions are monsters. Even the Salamanders have butchered entire human worlds with kids to force them to join the Imperium. They only exist for war for Galactic Tyrant. They are bad. Man. Then they seem just so cool. Like, oh, they're so nice. They help children. And they had the little, like, asterisks next to it. Like, only human children. Heck. They have the super chat, William. Man. Oh, man. The emo kids. I'm so sad now.
The word descriptor, Stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy. They are named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40k is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
It could be
Not too interesting. I mean, stealth, haha, funny, but Alpha Legion. I've also heard of the Alpha Legion.
in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be... Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? It was obvious.
The...
Poor note, if Zinth asks Corvus is a burb demon, he isn't, but it's funny. Wait, because his name is Corvus? Because burb, raven? Alright, Malfaris is alive. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go.
Alpha Legion. Allegiance? Heretic. Primarch? Alfarius and Omegon. Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word
Get out of my walls.
descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and Omegon. The only Legion to have two Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off
Hydra!
one head, two more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the
Chad, I don't know how to tell you this, but I am Alfarius.
largest use of
Get on the Hydra's back. Oh my god, flashback.
sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions, because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses!
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement.
I thought it was Alfarius. It's Alfarius? Fact.
There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious
Okay, kind of actually cool, and the color is beautiful.
army. Thank you everyone so much.
That was awesome. Okay, I kind of like the Alpha. Okay, all right, that was kind of cool, but there's like 4 that I kind of like, even though they're all terrible people. Wait, what are the Alfarius people? Oh, well, they, I guess, change and manipulate. I guess that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty bad.
For watching this video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea of what you want to play. Buy my gamer sub shaker It's on sale.
Support
It's on
Bricky.
pre-order.
I don't think it's
it's ready
there
to
anymore,
go.
but,
Just get it. Just get it. Use code Bricky. It's in the description. Just get it. And a
You wanna
huge
support him,
thank
there
you
you go.
to all of my patrons over on patreon.com/Bricky and the members on the YouTube channel. Your names are here. I thank you a ton. You are all very generous. And oh, I need to answer a question. Have you ever attempted to touch grass but end up touching the Destiny 2 loading screen?
No.
Oh, damn it. I just...
Well then. Can we have this with your honor? Wait, what? That was, which is your legion? I'm gonna forget the names. Hold on, I have to minimize that. Oh god. Press the button. Well, you see, the thing is, they're all terrible, right? So it's like, oh, I like the Morbius people, but oh yeah, I like the Blood Angels, but they're terrible. The Salamanders, where I was like, oh, wholesome, but they still kill children. Alfarius is just funny. Had moments you like. There was one more. Wasn't there one more? Forget. You go into 40k expecting good guys? Yeah, but it's like, it's terrible. Can I get like one good guy? Oh no, yeah, the word bearers. The people with the words on their head. Yeah, they were interesting. Yeah, I forgot about them. Dark Angels? No, the Blood Angels. Blood Angels? Dark Angels? No, it was the word bearers, yeah. The guys with yeah, they had the words on their head. But that was, okay. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna like any of them. See? I'm changed. White Scar. No, I don't think I like the White Scars at all. Okay, alright, and with that, we're gonna wrap up Warhammer stuff. We can, I'm gonna forget a lot of the information, but the World Bears are pretty forgettable. That's messed up. She hates my voice. I'm sorry. Who's your favorite war criminal? I mean... I think Alfarius are the least evil of that, or the word bearers. I mean, I don't know. Sanguinius is also 40k stuff here. Oh, that's right. But we're gonna watch that after the Morpars completion. So we're gonna watch Morpars, and then we're gonna do Sanguinius, so I get a little break from Warhammer, and then we're gonna do the D&D thing. Now you're right. I was. Sanguinius, our glorious Hawkboy. Okay, we're gonna watch a little breakerino first. Watch some Morpars. Some cute little animals. Okay, we got a pig, cute. Oh wait, hold on, let me just minimize this first. Boop. On Vulcan killing Eldar children, he killed one partially because Drukari PTSD, part because he thought she killed a friend. She didn't, the Night Lords did, and he felt bad about it immediately. Oh, so it's like a bad guy, but oops, mistake. They have their super chat, pal. Thank you. Okay. I mean, that kind of sucks. I wasn't super interested in Vulcan, but I feel like maybe if there's more information about a lot of them, I'll understand them more. But I know it's Warhammer, but like, man, I wish they didn't hurt people. That's so bad. Okay, now we're going back to this. Okay, this is a Morpars compilation. Apparently this pig went on a drunk rampage. It's a bunch of random little, like, shorts, so...
Pig went on an alcoholic rampage.
Oh.
No, that's not clickbait. This really happened, and as with all good drunken rampages, our story takes place in fucking Australia. More specifically...
Always Australia.
It starts in the middle of fucking nowhere, WA, where a couple blokes were out camping. And as any good Australian would, these lads brought with them the camping essentials. Let's see here, we've got swags, box of snags from Woolies, and most important of all, beers. And those beers are why, at 4 in the fucking morning, these lads were suddenly ripped from sleep by a really weird sound. A low, snuffling and grunting noise, followed by the sound of bending aluminium. So, to ensure they weren't being attacked by, pick a native Australian animal, they got out of their tents, turned on a torch, and shined a light at it. And what they found was a wild pig shotgunning all of their piss.
I'm sorry, that's actually crazy work.
And I don't mean 1 or 2 beers. No. Daddy Pig was on a serious bender because he managed to down 18 fucking cans. Now, fun fact about beers. Once you hit the 18 mark, all of your stats are redistributed into strength and you gain the frenzy debuff. This is why, after being spotted by the torch, the pig fucking sonicked away from the now empty 6-packs.
I'm still 18? Boy was thirsty? That's an understatement. How? He must have been there for a while, right? How fast can a pig chug beers? That's a weird question to ask.
Knocked over the garbage cans, paused, turned around and ate the garbage, then continued sprinting to a nearby paddock where it started headbutting a fucking cow. This really pissed off the cow, who turned around to face the pig. And it was at this point, looking up at the very pissed off Big Mac, the pig realised he genuinely wasn't built for this shit. Yeah, this little piggy turned around and fucking booked it out of the paddock, being closely pursued by the ghost of burgers past. The cow chased him around a car for 10 minutes before giving up, leaving the still drunk pig to stumble away and pass out in a fucking bush.
Okay, but hear me out. Maybe it's not intelligence 1 because he had the intelligence or the idea to run away, being like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble from the cow, and then completely, like, get away from him. That's kind of smart. Still crazy that he was able to drink 18 beers without someone stopping him, though. Pig said it was just a prank, bro. That's actually crazy. Low-grade alcohol... Oh, it's actually called piss. Okay. Takes it, but gets you, fact up. Oh, so it's, like, high alcohol content. 18 cans made so that multiple tasers had no effect on me. What? What? Strider, you good? What? That's my pig to rug pig. It's a moment of clarity. I don't know, man. Fair play for slapping enough between the ears to run from the annoyed cat. That's what I'm saying. Pig got free beer sounds smart to me. That's what I'm saying. Is how do you get from humans, no less? I mean, they were camping. One, why would you camp in Australia? Again, I don't know how Australians do it. It literally couldn't be me. Could I escape the hospital gown and handcuff? Hello? That's terrifying, Shredder. Hello?
This pig, octopuses, bleed blue. But why?
Why are you blue?
Well, actually, it's not just octopuses. If you lined up Gary, Larry the Lobster, and Mr. Krabs, you will find that all of them bleed Gatorade. Now, this isn't just for aesthetic purposes. Running what appears to be blended up Smurf through their veins actually serves an important purpose. And to learn what that is, we gotta talk about your blood. You see, your...
Was that a Warhammer reference in there? Was that just say corn? You don't camp in Australia. Creepy crawlers in Australia camp you 100%. It's not your camp area, it's theirs. It's an interesting time in my life. Woke up at home wearing a hospital gown, grippy socks, and handcuff. That's terrifying, Strider. Copper-based blood, right? I have no idea. Science is not my forte. I have general idea of science, just not overall science knowledge.
Circulatory system is based on iron. Iron is used to produce hemoglobin, which in turn carry oxygen around the body, allowing for you to, you know, exist. And when iron is exposed to oxygen, it oxidizes and goes red, which is why when you get shanked, sprays out tomato sauce. Now here is the fun part. The cast of SpongeBob don't run on iron. Their circulatory system is based on copper. So rather than hemoglobin,
there it is.
The copper creates hemomyosin to cart the oxygen around. And as anyone who's ever seen the Statue of Liberty can attest, when copper oxidizes, it turns blue. Now,
I thought it turned kind of like a greenish color.
Reason for them evolving copper is pretty simple. Our blood fucking sucks. See, the inferior hemoglobin is far less efficient at binding oxygen than the Chad hemocyanin. And considering all of these bad boys live or travel through incredibly cold, low oxygen environments, They need to get the most out of every breath they take. They basically switched evolution teams from red to blue because red blood has a skill issue. Octopus.
Well, all right then. Apparently, we just saw every human suffers from a skill issue. The more you know. There's an Australian saying, "She'll be right." She'll be right. Basically, if it looks dangerous, probably is. But fact, she'll be right. That's Australians are a different breed. I'm gonna be honest. They kind of scare me. I would never, ever in my life mess with an Australian because I feel like they're just too powerful. I'm just gonna be real. They're just too powerful.
Australia's Prime Minister disappeared. No.
Was it from an Australian animal?
No, that is not a joke. This is Harold Holt, the 17th Prime Minister of Australia. And when I say he disappeared, I don't mean he retired from public life, never to be heard from again. I mean, we literally f***ing lost him midway through his term. That is like the Secret Service losing the f***ing president.
Yeah, that's kind of a little suspicious.
Now let me be clear.
Which begs a very important question. F***ing how? Well, you see, Holt was elected Prime Minister in 1966, and one of the most well-known facts about him was that he f***ing loved the ocean.
Be free!
Which is why, on December 17th, 1967, while taking a day off from leading Spider Island, Holt convinced his mates to shop for a cheeky swim before they went out to lunch. And so they pulled into Cheviot Beach in Victoria. Now, on that day, the ocean was, putting it lightly, fucked. Oh. And so all of Holt's friends warned him that maybe visiting Nemo today was a bad idea. Holt responded, and I quote, "I know this beach like the back of my hand." Hopped into the water and started swimming away from the shore. And he kept swimming. Further. And further. Yeah, right, mate. That's far enough. You can come back now. Wait, where the f*** is he? Yeah, they completely lost sight of him.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's just playing Subnautica. It's fine. He just doesn't have the sea moth yet. He'll be back. Don't worry.
Because the Prime Minister was f***ing gone. This caused the leaderless Australian government
Subnautica style
to themselves and start playing Where's Holto?
I am under the water.
Search and rescue teams scoured the coast for weeks and came up with absolutely f***ing nothing. Not even a body. The sitting Prime Minister had vanished without a trace. Some conspiracy theorists say he got picked up by a submarine. The odds are he drowned. But most importantly, with the tragic loss of our nation's Prime Minister at sea, how did we choose to commemorate the man who was clapped by the ocean? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because we named a fucking swimming pool after him. Australia.
They did not. Yeah, he probably got taken in. Isn't there something under the ocean, like not like a whirlpool, but it's a current that doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, it could just kind of like and suck you under, especially if the water's really bad. That's why they tell you like, oh, the water is a certain type today, don't swim. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I'm sure Riptide. Yeah, Riptide. Do you think that was it? So I see some of the favorite trolls. Yeah, like, oh, our Prime Minister died to the water. Let's name a fucking swim center after him. Fucking Australia for it's true. Pulls you out. Yeah, Riptides. Ocean currents can take you out just to see sometimes. That's what I think happened. It just unless some kind of animal got him, but I feel like that's, at least from what I heard, because it could just kind of, and you're gone. That kind of 07 though. That's the swim center is crazy too.
People hate this groundhog. But why?
Oh. I mean, what? We also hate the groundhog right now because it's 6 more weeks of winter and we got a lot of snow over here. Continue.
What is it me for? Well, because this is no ordinary hog. This distinguished gentleman is Punxsutawney Phil, a resident of the US of A, specifically the town of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where he has a very important job. He predicts the weather. And he does it through the Groundhog Day ceremony. But what the f*** is that? Well, basically, every year on the 2nd of February, crowds gather at the Gobbler's Knob. Stop laughing. This is a very...
What was it called?
serious ceremony.
Foreshadowing era. I just know my animals, all right? This is literally America. Okay? Of course it would be one that I actually know.
Quit it. And then, at dawn, the unbelievably dripped out inner circle of the Groundhog Club retrieve the allegedly 140-year-old Phil from his knob. Phil then selects a scroll from the tip of the knob based on whether or not he saw his shadow when being yanked from his home. And if he did see his shadow, winter will last for 6 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of Mayalt.
Of what? Mailed? What did he say?
Scientists,
no.
People hate. And if he did see his shadow, winter will last for 6 more weeks. And this year, Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of Mayalt.
Oh, Mayalt. I was like, what? He said like Mayalt. And I was like, what? Sorry, my hearing's... maybe I need more sleep.
And for some reason, this year, that prediction has royally pissed off many people online. See, I just think he's doing his fucking job. But the
yeah, you can't be mad at this little guy. Come on. He's just doing his job.
That shared his prediction has some of the most angry yet fucking hilarious responses. And I made this video to read you the best of them. Turn him into a steak. That groundhog is going in the microwave. If I saw Punxsutawney Phil, I would punt him like a football. And last but not least, POV, you are the deep fryer at Raising Cane's. People...
What the? Why would you threaten a little groundhog? He doesn't even know what he's doing. People get mad at weather and blame groundhog, basically. Okay, that's just dumb. People are dumb. People are just dumb. Poor Philly doesn't deserve this grief just because he controlled the weather. He's not even controlling it. He just made a funky little guess. He has a 50-50 chance. I think it's mostly memes. I mean, I would hope so. God love superstitious people who blame the alleged messenger. That and snowed twice. Like, I know it's 6 more weeks of winter, but like, come on. 2 funky little snowstorms, we can manage that.
Scientists have created a new fish.
Pokemon.
And the best part is that it was a fucking accident. You see, this is a sturtlefish. And it is found absolutely fucking nowhere in the wild. No, this genetic accident is a nature mod produced exclusively in a single facility in Szarvas, Hungary. You see, the sturtlefish is a cross between the Russian sturgeon and the American paddlefish. And in the wild, the only way that hookup's happening is Discord, because they live on opposite sides of the fucking planet.
Hello, princess.
But this ain't the wild. This is Hungary's Fishing and Aquaculture Institute, Haki, where a group of researchers is trying to figure out how the fuck to repopulate the critically endangered Russian sturgeon, using a neat trick called gynogenesis. But, what the fuck is that? Well, you see, usually, when sturgeons reproduce, the females lay a shitload of eggs in the water, which are then, fertilized by the males. This fertilization requires 2 of the same species to tango, with 50% of the offspring DNA being contributed from the egg and 50% from the source. In gynogenesis, 100% of the offspring's DNA is contributed by the mother. Now,
What?
Because sturgeons can't do this naturally, the researchers hatched a plan. They would take sperm from the far less endangered American paddlefish and microwave that shit with UV radiation, destroying the DNA it carries, but still allowing it to stimulate the egg into growing.
That's... Oh. Yeah, send it back.
Without the father's DNA, and thus, gynogenesis. But, there's a problem. The paddlefish was just a little too genetically similar to the sturgeon, and they did not leave the swimmers in the microwave long enough.
Ah.
So instead of a bunch of perfect little sturgeon babies, we got the sturtlefish, which is a literal genetic dead end. It is incapable of reproducing. I feel bad for it. It was an accident and it gets no bitches. Abysmal existence, RNG.
Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it.
Yeah, that was terrible. It deletes your DNA. Not well, and the poor things. Yeah, I feel bad for them too. Stuff like this is why weird movie monsters getting less far-fetched. Yeah, honestly, that kind of sucks. And they literally just wasted everyone's time and resources, pretty much. 07.
This fish will choke you. Just not the way you think.
What?
See, this is a hagfish found worldwide.
Haven't we seen the hagfish before? Note to self, don't microwave my family jewel. Do not. Do not.
Right under the sea, and this thing has one of the most fucking disgusting defense mechanisms on the planet. You see, when I say choke, you probably think I mean they loop that pool noodle-shaped body around your neck and squeeze. You are wrong. No, these guys are piss-weak scavengers that average out to about the size of a Subway footlong, and despite having a fucking face hugger for a mouth, their main defense mechanism is, busting.
Yeah.
You see, as you can probably tell by looking at them, these bad boys are slimy. Really slimy. And when threatened, they use it as a fucking weapon. Whenever something tries to eat them, they kick the slime production into overdrive, secreting a protein that...
Yeah, why are we supposed to be subject to the hagfish? It's like we can't escape it. This is pain.
Instantly converts the surrounding ocean water into thick, sticky sludge in half a second. And I mean, you know, a load like that in half a second, incredibly impressive. Nothing to be embarrassed about at all. This slime then seeps into and clogs the gills of their predators, suffocating them to death.
That would do it.
Then, having literally slimed their ops, they whip out an Uno reverse card and fucking eat them. This fish...
I don't remember the eating part. Well then, okay. That was the... I love... Ended on the best for last. Get slimed, idiot, hagfish. Probably that's 100% what happened. Yeah, cool. Best for last. Hagfish, so cool. Oh my god, we're already 2 hours into stream. Okay, well, thankfully, we only have about another half an hour left because we have the Sanguinius speech and then we have this D&D thing, so we should be good. I love learning about animals that just ruin my day. I went from, like, factions that are actually crazy to funky little animals. The more you know. Okay, it is time. We're back to Warhammer. We are going to listen to the speech of Sanguinius. We learned a little smidgen about Sanguinius before. So, I hope it's good. I don't know. I feel like I've heard stuff about it, but not what it's about. So, here we go. And I pressed the wrong button.
I do not want to be here.
Felt.
I do not want this present. And I want the future that follows even less. We stand against our own brothers and sisters, with our backs to the Eternity Gate, and this is not a battle we can win. If you have ever wondered how you will die, now you know. If you have ever wondered where your body will lie, now you know.
Okay, obviously he's delivering it really well. He has a really nice voice. Is that weird to say? Is that weird to say?
You will be killed on the last war between hope and horror. Your body will lie here, unburied, staring up at a poisoned sky. Once the sanctum falls, terror falls with it. And I tell you, we cannot hold this wall. You can see it yourselves. They are too many. We are too few. We may last a week if we do the impossible. More likely, we will all be dead in 3 days.
I mean, at least he's honest about it, too. He's like, hey, look, we're not going to make it, but we're going to try our best. Also, yeah, the voice actor is very nice. I almost kind of want to, like, close my eyes.
Perhaps my words surprise you, or frighten you. But I will not lie.
We love a king who doesn't lie.
Not to you. Not to you who have come through 200 days of dread, only to find yourselves here. I have looked into your faces and seen what this war has cost all of you. I have followed the flow of battles that each of you has survived to stand here on the final battlement. I see everything you have endured. Those stories written in the light of your eyes. Now the War Master offers you the lie of life, promising a mercy his forces are incapable of showing. If we will abandon this last wall, and it falls to me here and now to tell you to stand against him one more time, to give everything you have, even your lives.
I don't know, he's kind of hyping me up, kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna do it. This kind of hype. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want to be in war and being like, yeah, I'm gonna be deleted, but like, note he said, battles you have survived, not won, because the Loyalists are at the last bastion at this point. I mean, it's kind of good.
If it will hold this rampart for another day, another hour, another second. That is what the moment demands of me, is it not? That I beg you to make one last sacrifice. No, I will not ask it of you. You have already given everything. You have already done everything asked of you 100 times and more.
And he's complimenting us? Sheesh.
You have suffered through a war of unimaginable darkness. One that has demanded more from you than any soldier in the history of our species has been forced to give. The fact that you still live, that you still fight. I cannot conceive of the courage and resilience it requires for you to face this town and look to the horizon with a rifle in your hands. Where Horus has offered only lies, I will offer you truth. Those of you that wish to run, run. Leave this place. Not in shame at a duty undone, not in surrender to the traitor's forces, but with honor. Go, with my gratitude, for you have already given everything asked of you. What right does anyone have to demand more? From you, who have endured harrowing beyond account, horror beyond measure.
he's literally like, I know you've dealt with a lot. He's kind of hype. What kind of leader hypes you up like that? And it's like, I know you've done really well, and I need you this one thing, and you're doing a great job. It's hello, literally too good to live in 40k times. Yeah, this is like, I mean, it's not like energetic, but he's kind of like, yeah, I see you've worked really hard, and you know, I appreciate all that you've done. This is like, wow. I would feel like kind of like prideful, I guess. Yeah, he didn't deserve his fate. I'm crying up in the club right now.
You wish to fall back into the Sanctum Imperialis and spend the last hours of life with your children, then do so. Know that you go not only with my blessing, but with my envy. If you wish to leave the wall and take your chances in the wasteland before the battle begins, then, in the Emperor's name, you have earned the right to try. Go swiftly, and carry with you the pride that you have already given a hero's share in a war that none of us wanted, but were forced to fight. And if you wish for the truth, I will give it to you gladly, for you have earned that too. It shames me to admit, but I would abandon this wall if I could. The Primarch in me, the supposed demigod half of my heart, craves life with a ferocity that shames me. If I bowed to that instinct, I would take to the sky and never look back.
Wait, but he's not joining us? Hold up. Go be with your children, get me in the fields. Yeah, he's like, you know we're going into war, so spend time. Enjoy yourself before then. What the?
I cannot. I am half human. And the human in me demands that I stay. There are legends about me. I hear them whispered among you every day. That I know the moment of my own death. The stories say this gives me courage, that I feel no fear, because I know I cannot yet be slain. Here is the truth of that tale. That prophesied death is coming. Today, tonight, tomorrow. I know not the when or the how, only that I feel fate's breath on the back of my neck. I do not remain here out of immortality's courage. I remain here because if I am to die, I choose this death. I choose to die with my back to the last door. I choose to give my life to buy another hour or minute or even a single second of grace to those who cannot be here fighting with me. I choose to die here because I do not believe I have yet given all I can. Someone.
Bruh, I choose to die here because I haven't given my all yet. What the ham? I love that he identifies his human side as being responsible for his good traits and his demigod side is where his weaknesses come from. That's actual crazy.
Them. I have spoken enough. You need hear no more of my fears and confessions. All that remains is for me to ask. Will you run?
Bruh. Bro.
Will you run?
Will you run? Will you run? During the final hours of the siege, the Ultramarines were only 8 hours away, so close yet so far. That was kind of inspiring. Not because I can win, because it is right. That That one kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of good. Okay, I do have to step away really, really quick. So give me 1 minute before we start the next one. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'll be right back.
Will you run? Will you run?
Sanguinius's words, carried along the kilometers of elevated wall, brought to distant ears on the clicking, ticking, crackling speakers of servo skulls and Mechanicus drones. Soldiers clustered around their data slates to bear witness to the Primarch's proclamation. The 100,000 defenders of the Delphic battlement, drawn from all across the burning Imperium, listened to the words of the great angel. All of them could see him, even if they were far from his sight and forced to rely on a hololithic reflection. All of them could hear him, even if his words purred through the crackling mouth of a floating probe. Land had expected a speech dripping with demagogic inspiration. He'd find it tawdry, but knew most of the human defenders, many of whom responded far more positively to the Primarchs than the Mechanicus did, would find great value in such a display. But that was not what he, nor any of them, received. I do not want to be here, Sanguinius told them. I do not want this present, and I want the future that follows even less. We stand against our own brothers and sisters with our backs to the Eternity Gate, and this is not a battle we can win. If you have ever wondered how you will die, now you know. If you have ever wondered where your body will lie, now you know. You will be killed on the last wall, between hope and horror. Your body will lie here, unburied, staring up at a poisoned sky. Once the sanctum falls, terror falls with it. And I tell you, we cannot hold this wall. You can see it yourselves. They are too many. We are too few. We may last a week if we do the impossible. More likely, we will all be dead in 3 days. Perhaps my words surprise you, or frighten you. But I will not lie. Not to you. Not to you who have come through 200 days of dread only to find yourselves here. I have looked into your faces and seen what this war has cost all of you. I have followed the flow of battles that each of you have survived to stand here on the final battlement. I see everything you have endured. Those stories written in the light of your eyes. Now the War Master offers you the lie of life, promising a mercy his forces are incapable of showing if we abandon the last wall. And it falls to me, here and now, to tell you to stand against him one more time. To give everything you have, even your lives, if it will hold this rampart for another day. Another hour. Another second. That is what the moment demands of me. Is it not? But I beg you to make one last sacrifice. Sanguinius swooped closer to the battlement.
Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Apparently, it just autoplayed to the next one because I didn't cross it out. Sanguinius' speech at the Eternal Gate. That was, well, I'm sorry for that. I apologize. I literally turned away really quick, put on music, and then I was like, Pog, goodbye. Let me minimize that. Okay, let me put this away. Okay, and we're back. We noticed Keck. I literally was, so my baby was just really hungry. And we had to make sure we got a bottle. So I was feeding her, holding her for a second. And I looked over and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I looked at the comments and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's playing. But it seemed like it was fine based on the comments. So I apologize for that. I didn't know it was playing. And with that, we're going to the last video of the day. It's oh, that's not right. Avantris? Oh wait, it's actually on here. Okay, Avantris compilation is something with D&D. I don't know anything about this. I heard it's good, and that's about it. We enjoyed the 40K waiting screen. It would have been funnier if I showed it, because it was just like a little speech bubble thing. But, so here we go. The Avantris compilation 1.
I have a confession to make. I don't think I understand the rules of poker.
Okay, I don't understand poker either, though.
No, based on my observations, you absolutely do not understand the game of poker. You also need a poker face. When you look and you go, hoo-hoo, it doesn't work.
Who let these guys gamble with our money?
I was up by quite a bit, card counting, until that drink from Pierre.
I refuse to believe it was that free drink. I've never had a free drink treat me wrong.
Greco ate his cigar. I'm just kidding.
Oh, this paper. Oh.
You did throw up after you ate the cigar, didn't you, Greco? My understanding is that if you soak tobacco in water, it creates arsenic, so you're probably going to die if you haven't thrown up.
Oh, man! Help me, man! I'm gonna go run and puke up a bunch of arsenic. What's the roll for that?
You roll to die.
Someone's at the door!
Roll to throw up. Oh my gosh.
Bro, you sure this is the fucking guy? Welcome to Patrick Rossoff's Warlock Guild! Okay, it sounds like him.
The name's Kremlin Crew. You don't remember me?
Never heard it a day in my life.
Remember when you were a regular Krusty Dicks? I was a cook back in the day.
I've never eaten Krusty Dicks a day in my life.
No, you definitely got crabs at Krusty Dicks.
I don't even like crab.
Then, you know what? You probably have early onset dementia. Given how young and spry you are.
Oh, come in. My pie is burning. Probably on account of the crabs from Krusty Dicks.
Greco, I think it's time for you to start facing your own mortality.
Does your green child need a booster seat?
My green child?
Yes, the green child with the very large dog.
No. This is actually a goblin. It's an adult man. This is an adult man that you're looking at. You're looking at an adult man goblin.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. I'm actually the oldest of the group. Oh, I was wondering why your voice was so low compared to most children. Anyway, my question still stands. Do you need a booster seat? Let's have a coloring page and some crowns if you want to color. I won't say no to that.
Bruh. I feel like the chat is like booster seat. I just got like PTSD. Holding him up like he's Yura. I knew it. I knew the booster seat mentioned. I'm like, bruh.
Right.
Oh, word jumble.
Oh,
Chair,
yeah.
door, mouse, cat. Oh, the diagonal's tricky. You'll get that one soon.
You always do this first thing.
I can't remember what voice I used.
Oh, it's me, Greco. Hello, fellow gold. Me, Greco.
Hold on, my cat's falling over. Also, I apologize if you hear my baby in the background. She is very hungry and she has a bottle. So if you hear like That's just her. I'm sorry. I'm trying to mute when I can, but it's kind of difficult. But anyway, yeah, literally the cat just fell off my desk. So if you heard a loud tumble, that was her, and that was of her own volition.
My name is Grico. Identity theft is not a joke.
This is real DMing, folks. Or you forget what voice you were gonna do for your NPC within the first 10 minutes of the session.
Perhaps you never left the carnival, and this is the real original Greco, and you were cloned and sent out into the world.
I feel like this whole thing is just dunking on this goblin guy. They're just like literally just slam dunking him into a hoop.
Write down what you wished for and hand that to me.
Oh my god, I know what it is. Yeah. I know what it is. Did he wish for a unicorn? Yeah,
What's wrong with wishing for a unicorn?
They know it! They know it!
Now I'm not gonna get my unicorn.
It just says a unicorn. Gideon, who was the last person you killed?
Might have been a clown from the carnival.
The voice of the last person you killed tells you things about their life no one wants to know.
You know, I had chlamydia. Oh! I refused to put the toilet seat down because I was rebelling against my mother.
What was that? You guys hear that? Chuckles, please don't haunt us. I'm having a very lovely time.
Don't forget about that time I gave you a Snickers.
You know, I always really preferred Three Musketeers.
Did you hear him? He says he prefers Three Musketeers. Probably haunting us because of you.
Is that some sort of candy bar?
I don't know, but clearly you didn't give it to him.
What's a musket?
What's a Snickers?
Let's move on.
We're about to tear this world apart.
Remember that time we went to Hershey Bar?
They sell 1 pound chocolate bars.
My greatest wish was to go into taxidermy. Oh. But my father always said I had to go into the family business of clowning.
Chuggles! Nobody cares that you wanted taxidermy all along.
Well, Gideon's lost.
Chuggles! You were a mediocre clown at best. I accidentally killed you, and I'm starting to think that it wasn't an accident. Chuggles, do you like being dead?
I've done a lot of thinking about it, and I gotta tell you, it's to die for.
Throw me with the heavy weight of the clown that haunts your past.
My past was haunted by crippling loneliness and imposter syndrome. These unicorns remind me of my OC pony Dewdrop Starshine. She was actually a princess. She had 2 different colored eyes, and she was...
Bruh. The role-playing thing with the 2 different colored eyes just also brings PTSD, because I had someone like that in my chat one time, and it got to me. Let's just say that.
The only one that could learn 4th healing. I mean, special magical unicorn healing. And she didn't have to work for it at all.
That doesn't make any sense.
The one thing I'll never forget is the sound of their scream.
Chuggles, who are you even talking about?
I scream.
What is the name?
You scream. We all scream. In the terrible house fire at the family reunion.
I mean, just hold on. Chuckles is telling one of his dark backstories again. He always seems to be doing that. Oh, how many origins can one clown have?
Yeah, literally, I had someone in chat that was like, Yura, I have 2 different colored eyes. And I was like, that's cool. Like, you know, and heterochromia is a thing. Nice, very cool. And they were like, yeah, one turns red. And I'm like, you should go see a doctor. And like, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay. And so, like, bad flashbacks. Yeah, unhingedness, it's a little quirky. Imagine just hearing it, okay, little voices, little tee-hee-ha-ha funny.
Until you punch a guy, you really never know what he's gone through. Yeah, you know, if I'd known that he'd haunt me all my days just because I punched him in the body and killed him, I probably still would have done it. Frankly, not that grave transgression, if we're going to be honest. I mean, I didn't mean to do it. It was intentional, right? Yeah, I mean, you did mean to feed him to the pigs at the farm. Yeah, that fit. What were we going to do? Just leave him in the grass? Ticket sales would plummet. We'd have to start charging double fries. Corpses ain't good for business, right, Jim? Yeah. We have this conversation like dozens of times. Just trying to
They keep talking about Chuckles for some reason. Let's just move on.
Why is Gideon haunted by the murder of Chuckles?
Well, did you see how hard he hit his body?
I didn't hit him that hard.
Well, you hit him right here. That's the kidney.
Yeah, well, I'm not a surgeon.
The food is terrible, the women are beautiful, and all there is to do is to tell stories.
Well, if the women look like you, yeah, I bet they are beautiful. Have you always been so symmetrical, by the way?
What? This is the best pickup line I've ever heard.
I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal a symmetrical pickup line. I'm gonna take that.
Have you always been so
It's a hard cut to handsome Squidward. Oh, thank you for noticing.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I cut my hand slapping those cheeks.
I was reminded when you punched Chuckles so hard that he laughed until he died. He fell prone, didn't he?
Well, what's the definition of prone?
Prone means like horizontal.
Oh, yeah. He was prone.
Yeah, you broke every rib I had. God, you were strong then. They never tell you how they shit themselves. They don't put those in the song. Gosh, I wish there was wine in hell.
The Indigenous Collective messing around and memeing with the right, wrong, depending on your preferences group. Yeah, it just seems like friends hanging out. Hitting his body. It is, technically his body, yeah. And before I touch, you're looking very symmetrical today. You don't know me. I'm gonna use that.
You know I never forgave you, Gideon.
Well, you know what, Chuckles? I never asked for it, okay?
My mom always says she wishes she'd had a daughter.
How often does she say that?
Every morning when I get up.
Can we get away from this depressing kid? Duncan, how many sauces do you have? We don't need sauces. I mean, it's a little try. All right, sauces. What do you got?
We've got a chili pepper sauce.
Okay.
We have a buttermilk ranch.
Okay.
Oh, do that.
We have a mango compote.
Okay.
We have a mild, medium, and hot.
Okay.
We got yellow mustard.
Okay.
Dijon mustard.
Okay.
Hot mustard.
Okay.
Cajun mustard.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, you want to know the rest of them? We have a soy sauce.
Okay.
A berry sauce.
Okay.
Raspberry jam.
Okay.
Is there maybe a sauce
We have raspberry jelly.
you enjoy? You could add to
I
that.
want to know everything that's available to me.
What?
Italian dressing.
Okay.
Thousand Island dressing.
There's a lot of islands, okay.
Caesar dressing.
Okay.
You have French dressing.
No.
You ordered French dressing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
So silly, sad.
Guess I'll eat this draw. Thanks, Duncan.
Carnival can't run without Mr. Witch's pocket watch. I hope he never loses that thing.
Did we just encounter random NPC dialogue?
We're not the specific.
I told you about the carnival.
There is dark times these days. I hope the king doesn't come ill.
Stay a while. And
Sure is dark time these days. Sure, the king doesn't come in.
Stay a while and listen.
Sure is dark time.
You know when you press A too fast for the dialogues? Yeah.
There was a week when he called
Well,
me
if the
MF
North
every day.
wins-
Frosty got so upset.
Please stop calling me MF.
No, remember when I had that phase when I was trying to be cool to relate to my adolescent daughter, and I kept doing this, and I'm like, hey, Matt, how's it hanging? Do you want to do a little rap about why you should listen to your parents and clean your room?
It's been years, but I want you to know that those sunglasses you had during that week, I stole them and I broke them because I was tired of being called MF.
What? You said that they went to the farm!
MF means motherfucker, dude.
It also means morning frost. Maybe that makes you a bad MF. What makes you think that crossing your arms and bending your torso at 45 degrees makes you cool and relatable to children? I saw like
That doesn't make you cool and relatable to children? Oops.
a strange mouse man doing it at a child's casino. The kids seemed to be present. So I thought that I may as well learn parenting tips from the rat at the child's casino.
All water tastes oily, including your saliva.
Does anybody else's dragonfly feel mechanically fresh?
I don't even know what that means.
What?
They treat these dragonflies with some kind of... There's something going on with the... They're like oily.
A gulp of water might help to clear some of that away. It tastes like vegetable oil.
Something's happened. There's no explanation for this.
Where's the logic now, Frost?
It's a Feywild carnival. It doesn't have any logic. It's just chaos in my mouth.
I mean, I still have a strange desire to sail through the ether on my membranous wings, while also simultaneously confessing to Senpai at the festival, but having it get drowned out by the fireworks. But other than that, I feel back to normal.
Do they serve Senpai here?
That's a good question. I've had pumpkin pie. I've had cherry pie. I never had no senpai.
That sounds like the beginning of a song.
A good country song, you know what I mean? Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, whoops. Hold on.
Confession to make.
Okay. Well, that was something. I feel like I didn't really grasp a lot of it, but there were some funny parts, some relatable parts. And that's it for. Hold on, you're gonna hear it again in a second.
I don't think I understand.
Just because I have to minimize it and hide it, and I'll go back to the just yapping screen. Mute that. Here we go. For a moment, I thought Tetra was in this video telling us to listen to her and clean our rooms. I mean, just pretend she is. That was something. Yeah, I feel like I would have to be there to kind of enjoy it. There was some funny parts, but yeah, it was all right. Because I don't know. It's things like that when you're hanging out with friends. I feel like it's a lot of like kind of inside joke type of things that I was like, oh, that's quirky, and then it was like kind of not bad by any means, just not my cup of tea, I don't think. But I cry every time from laughter. Yeah, I just feel like I don't grasp it that much. I don't know. But that's it for today. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Learned a lot today. My brain is gonna now decompress. Let's see, today's Wednesday, so tomorrow is Thursday. I'll be on Twitch. If you're not already following my Twitch, make sure to go check it out. It's the same username, twitch.tv/URC. We are going to be playing Pocopia. It is out tomorrow. I'm very, very excited for that. And thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see you soon. Bye, Chad. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.